Hey there, it's John over at Global, and right now we are going to create our assignment using a Hyperdoc. And this is the part where my head just exploded and understanding the potential of using G Suite in education, because what this will allow you to do is turn the learning over to the students, and that is where things really start to come alive. So I'm going to create a really simple assignment, and what you're going to leverage is you're going to leverage your, and I know it's a buzzword, but you're actually going to use your cloud drive to be able to create assignments, use them in perpetuity, and it really is going to transform the way kids interact. Now, what is Google Drive? Google Drive is like everything else. It's over here in your tools drawer. You click on Google Drive and it will open up your Google Drive. Mine's kind of full. Yours may at first be completely empty. And what this includes is all of the stuff that you create in the cloud, worksheets, slide decks, etc. And you can create documents in here, and then you can share them and make them dynamic. I went and I created a very simple Google Doc called What Do You Know So Far? And I want my assignment to say, okay, let's stop for a second. Let's play with this a little bit. Let's let the kids talk, the students talk to each other. Today you're going to be the students. And let me give them a couple of resources. So I created this document, and I actually put in 3 links to some tutorials, things we've already discussed in prior lessons in this particular class. And it just lets them kind of assess and talk to their neighbor and figure out what they already know. And I put it in a folder called the G Suite Workshop, and I just already created that. It's a whole separate thing, but this is kind of a fun way to work. And you'll find that Hyperdocs are everywhere. Hyperdocs are on the web. Hyperdocs are really very popular. This particular site here, hyperdocs.co, is one of my faves. They have a wonderful exchange here of Hyperdocs. Anyway, back to it. How are we going to do this? Well, we're going to go over to classwork, and we're going to create an assignment. And what I'm going to create an assignment. I'm not creating a question, I'm creating an assignment. And the assignment will be, what do you know so far? Question mark, that's what I'm calling it. Please fill out the worksheet. You may collaborate with your elbow partner. Have fun. Exclamation point. Now I'm going to make this a real simple 3-point assignment. I'm going to make it due tomorrow, and I'm going to assign it to the introduction unit. Now, so far, the temptation is click assign, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to actually create a resource. And the way I'm going to create the resource is I'm going to go over to here and click the Google Cloud. If you didn't catch that, I'm clicking the cloud drive right here. And I can go in here and I can click this drive, and look what I have. I have my what do you know so far, and I'm going to add it. Okay? When I add that document, what do you know so far, it allows students to view the file. I'm going to do something even cooler. I'm going to make a copy for each student. So every student who gets this assignment is going to get a copy of this document. Don't worry, it's not going to make 27 copies inside that folder. It will create 27 copies inside the assignment, which is where you want them. And Google will collect and store these assignments as they're turned into you. Click assign. You can attach hyperlinks. You can send them places to look. You can attach videos. You can do all sorts of things. But that's how this is going to work. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually link it to a really neat assignment in here called How to Hyperdocs. And one of the things I have in my drive is I already picked up GCA's copy of How to Hyperdoc. And if you want to look at how Hyperdocs look, I will allow you to take a look at that. And I'm going to assign this. It's being assigned. It takes a second. Once I click assign, that's it. Now when I look at it, I can view the assignment, and this is where my students' assignments will be put. Right now I don't have any students attached in this video. In class, I'm sure once people dynamically connect to it, they'll be able to go and work on that assignment themselves. They'll be able to turn it in themselves. That's how it'll work. Now, that's all you need to do to create an assignment.